What's up, guys? I'm Unbound Brian, and today I'm bringing you Crossing Swords. Today's opponents will be Angel, the vampire with a soul.
Me? Well, I'm just the type of guy who hates to see good blood go to waste.
Versus the Star-Spangled Avenger himself, Captain America.
I could do this all day.
Stick around. Alright guys, like I said at the beginning of this video, this is a Crossing Swords episode and our opponents are going to be Angel and Captain America. So, we're going to figure out, can the vampire with a soul, Angel, defeat Captain America, the very first Avenger? Alright, so let's get a brief overview of our combatants. The first combatant, Angel, is a vampire with a soul, and in case you guys don't know, in the Buffyverse, most vampires don't have a soul, therefore they become feelingless half-demons. That is how they are categorized in the Buffyverse. However, the handful of vampires that have a soul in the Buffyverse tend to be good guys. They maintain their humanity, so to speak, and their ability to feel emotion. Angel is one of those such characters, and since he was considered, and I quote, the baddest vampire in all the land, that's a direct quote from the show, he was described as a monster among monsters, and was cursed by gypsies to have a soul, so he would feel the pain of all the people that he had hurt over the years. Angel is roughly 200 years old, and yeah, highly skilled, very strong, very fast, but we'll get into the details of that here in a moment. Now, let's come over to our other combatant, Captain America, aka Steve Rogers, the first Captain America. Steve Rogers is a New Yorker who, unfortunately, during the World War II, could not join because he had all these illnesses. But luckily for him, he got the chance to prove himself a hero by getting involved in the Super Soldier Serum. Unfortunately, Hydra infiltrated the experiment, tried to sabotage it, and in the process killed the main scientist who created the Super Soldier Serum, but it was successful in turning Steve into a hulking super soldier. So, now that you kind of have the background of these two heroes, we're going to be determining which of these two are the strongest. Now, we do have a few categories in which we'll be comparing. First will be strength. We'll be talking about who's the strongest. We'll also have the fastest, which will have speed, durability, and also experience, and combat skills. Their weapons will be kind of mixed in with their combat skills, in case you guys are wondering what weapons they'll be bringing to this fight. So, without further ado, let's start with the strength category. Some of Angel's feats include being able to break stone with his bare hands, outmuscle a gang of vampires, which, by the way, if you don't know, vampires are considered, in the Buffyverse, are considered peak human. But that will vary because it is peak on the individual level. So whatever that person could be possibly at their peak is what they would become. Now that means they'll be stronger than the average Joe, but Angel's roughly able to outmuscle 4 vampires. This also has something to do with the fact that he is over 200 years old. So being that he's over 200, he's also a bit stronger than your average vampire due to age. He's also been seen ripping down an iron gate and breaking reinforced doors on more than one occasion. So Angel is roughly beyond peak human with his feats. Now we do know, thanks to Death Battle, that Captain America can roughly lift over 1,000 pounds, but we've also seen him do some superhuman feats of his own. Some of these including being able to kick a car, or a truck I should say, into a person, knocking them over. We've seen him like lift a motorcycle over above his head and throw it at somebody, among other superhumanly strong feats. So, now the question you must ask is, who's actually stronger? So for this category, we're not going to give one in the strength category to either one. These guys are both going to be considered equal. Now we're going to come to the speed category. Now this one was a little bit difficult to calculate, as Angel only has two particular speed feats that are easily calculable. There is one speed feat for Angel that we obviously know, is he's fast enough to dodge bullets. We've seen him do it on more than one occasion in the comic books. Now, the other thing is, his speed feat is he was able to speed blitz Darla, one of his villains, in the Buffyverse. And basically what he did is in the time it took her to blink, he moved 50 feet from being 50 feet away from her right next to her. In order to do this, that means he moved 50 feet within 300 plus seconds. To put this in perspective, he roughly moved 50 feet in just over 1/3 of a second. That's pretty quick. The next speed feat we have is for Captain America, who's been known to run 1 mile in 73 seconds, and has been able to dodge bullets by being able to process the trajectory of gunfire before it is fired. So basically what this means is Captain America says he sees faster, but what he's really doing is his brain is processing images faster than a normal human would. So he doesn't really see faster, he just intakes more at a higher speed. But this is how he dodges bullets, also by making sure that he is a mobile target. Who do I give the speed factor to? We're going to give that to Angel. Why? Because if we put this in Angel's speed feat, for one, he can dodge bullets while standing in the same spot. And then if we were to compare Angel to doing the mile calculation, which, as you know, Captain America ran in 73 seconds. If Angel was to run that same mile, it would take him roughly just over 29 seconds to achieve the same feat. So the speed feat goes to Angel. The third feat, durability. Alright, so both of these, starting with Angel, he has a healing factor. Now, this healing factor is very quick, not as instantaneous as Wolverine's. However, within the span of an hour, bullet wounds could be completely healed. He can also almost instantaneously heal from any stabbing wounds. And as long as he has being that he's a vampire, has a sustainable amount of blood in his system, he'll be more than able to maintain his healing abilities. I imagine the blood is somewhat connected, though that is unconfirmed. Just for transparency's sake, I'm telling you guys that. But yes, Angel can also regrow limbs, like all vampires can, if they are removed. He's also been known to fall from a skyscraper and not break, as most humans would. He's been also hit by moving vehicles at high speeds and got up like nothing happened. Angel still feels pain though, but these are some of the feats that show his durability. Captain America is also no slouch in this department. He does have a small healing factor of his own. For example, if Captain America is shot over the course of several hours, he will heal. His healing factor also makes it to where he can't get drunk. And his super soldier serum has been known to heal him from things that should have killed him, like taking a bullet to the heart. Now granted, his healing factor is slow, but it is effective. The next category, before we get to the next category, and to determine who has the best durability, I'm going to say this is another one that is equal. Angel's is faster, but being that he is a vampire, it is dependent on him having a blood source, something to keep it going, as most vampires have this weakness. Then next, as for Captain America, his healing factor is a little more extensive and not necessarily tied to whether he has a food source. Now we have to come to the experience category. Now this is the one that will be the trickiest one, I think, between the two, as they both have experiences in fighting multiple kinds of opponents. With Angel, he has fought many demons with a variety of powers and skill sets, mostly in the realm of mystical, and he's also been able to fight creatures that are much bigger and stronger than himself. But this is the same thing for Captain America. Captain America is obviously no slouch, has also been able to fight off things like mutants, aliens, demons, other superpowered and non-superpowered beings, even been able to take on the Hulk. on more than one occasion. Captain America is no slouch when it comes in the terms of experience, but then again, due to both of these characters having a variety of opponents, and also having opponents that neither one could handle the others, I would argue to say that their experience is roughly the same. Angel might have 200 years, but Captain America has far a wider range of opponents. So, experience again is a draw. And last we have combat skill and weapons. This one was also a difficult one to determine, as Angel's combat skills are not necessarily as well known. He is, however, been trained in a handful of martial arts, in human martial arts, but he mostly dabbles. He's also known to dabble in many demon-style martial arts, many of which they don't ever tell you the name of in his show. They just show you him training. There was a time where during his mourning period, he trained with demon monks, learning their martial arts style. So Angel obviously knows martial arts, and dabbles in many others. The only one that we know of for sure is that he's familiar with is Taijutsu and Judo. Now for Captain America. The next one we know for Captain America is he's primarily a boxer, but he also dabbles in other martial arts. So, due to the fact that both of these guys are more dabblers and not really not masters of even their only masters of one of their own styles of combat, Angels being the type of martial arts that vampires instinctively know, and Captain America being a boxer and only dabbling in the rest, these guys, again, I'm going to say, as far as their combat skills, are even. Now, the weapons they'll be given for this fight. Angel will receive his standard broadsword and his 2 wooden stakes that he hides in his coat. Captain America will be receiving his pistol and his shield. So, as far as weapons and skills go, these guys are roughly about even. So, now that we've determined who has what advantage, Angel having speed and the rest being about even, now we determine who the winner is. And the winner is Angel. Now, hold your pitchforks, Captain America fans. I know that you guys love Cap. I love him too. He's probably one of my favorite superheroes. Hello, I love the Boy Scout heroes. They're some of my favorite superheroes. However, I have to give this one to Angel for a handful of reasons. Now, before you guys wonder, yes, Captain America's shield could behead Angel. We know this because he's done it to Ultron, to the Ultron bots, as well as to vampires in his own universe. So yes, if you're worried about the weapons being even, yes, they're even, mostly due to the wielder. All of Angel's weapons, yes, will kill Captain America. Yes, he does wear a Kevlar-based suit that does protect him from bullets, but it is weak against stabbing weapons, which Angel's standards are wooden stakes, which have points, which are stabbing, and he has his broadsword. Now, if I was to give you a guess of what this realistic fight would look like, most likely what would happen is Captain America would initiate this fight. If as far as the where, they probably would fight in a dark alleyway. Gotta give them neutral territory. And it would be at night. Reason why, Angel only fights at night, so for these two guys to come across each other, it would have to be at night. That being said, you guys are probably wondering, how did I come to the conclusion that Angel wins? 2 primary reasons. 1, Angel is far faster than Captain America. If we were to, like I said, I'll put it this way, he's twice as fast as Cap, at the very least, with his running speed being half the time of Captain America's. Also, Angel does do one thing that Captain America can't. He can dodge bullets while staying in one place. Captain America can't do that. Now, you guys are wondering, well, what about the shield? You mentioned that the shield could behead Angel. This is true, I did say this. Angel, if he could manage to hit Angel, he could behead him and kill him. Unfortunately, it's not likely because bullets move faster than Captain America's shield. So what would most likely happen is, somewhere along the fight, Angel's sword would break. Captain America will have exhausted his bullets, realizing that it's pointless because they won't kill Angel. They'll only slow him down or piss him off. And they will only slow him down for a second. It won't be enough for it to make the speed feat even. Now, like I said, these guys in roughly every department, durability, physical strength, and combat experience, they are roughly even. There's no clear defined winner in those three categories, but there is two areas. Angel's healing factor working at a quicker pace than Captain America's. So yes, Captain America is going to take damage. Yes, he's going to heal. His endurance may survive, but Angel is also no slouch, as he's been able to jump rooftop to rooftop all night, come home, and not act like he's tired. So yes, as far as endurance is going to go, neither one of them, they're also not going to run out of endurance. However, there is one thing that's going to give Angel this edge, and that is speed. If your opponent is faster than you, and that is the only thing they have above you, they're going to be able to perform their moves and land hits, and you're not going to be able to protect yourself from them. Ultimately, what would probably happen in this fight is Cap would fling his shield, Angel would dodge, take his wooden stakes, stab Captain America in his shoulders, preventing his arms from moving, and then proceed to drain him dry, because at the end of the day, Captain America might be a superhuman, but he's still human, and therefore giving Angel the advantage. For as Angel is a vampire, and to even a superhuman is just lunch. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was a very simple, well thought out answer for you guys why Angel would defeat Captain America. I did some research. I actually had to do a math equation to figure out the speed feat. That one wasn't very easy, by the way. But I did do the math. I roughly figured it out. Now granted, some of those numbers are rough. Angel might be just a smidge number faster or slower, one or two. That's why I said he's roughly twice as fast. Just to clarify, in case you guys were wondering. The next fight I'm going to have for you guys is going to be at the Battle of the Clones. If you guys are wondering, it will be Match, the clone of Superboy, versus the Kane Parker, the clone of Spider-Man, aka the Scarlet Spider. I hope you guys will stick around. Make sure you give a thumbs up if you like this video. Make sure you comment down below for any battles you want to see in the future if you want to know who would win, and I will do a video on it and let you know who would win. Also guys, if you have anything you'd like to add about Angel or Captain America, please be sure to put that in the comments below too. Let people know things. Captain America and Angel are such rich characters, and they both deserve the highest level of respect. So anything you guys want to share in the comments on that front, make sure you do. I am Unbound Brian. I'm your friendly neighborhood YouTube superhero, and I will see you guys later. Peace!